Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnett D Love. And look, I just want to talk story with you just for a little while. Just got some questions. I have some questions for you guys. Let me go ahead and share this to my other pages so that other people that wants to listen can listen. Because I am just so curious about certain things that's going on. To my understanding, we all, when we're in a relationship, I'm thinking that we're all supposed to know our place. And so when we don't know our place, what is the alternative here? I'm trying to figure this out. Let me see here. Oh my goodness, because when I tell you I am confused, I am so confused. If somebody could just um, tell me about the side chick. Now, how in the world is a side chick considered in a place to be upset of something that goes on when she is the side chick? So is it right for a side chick to get upset? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Is it right for the side chick to be upset in a relationship about what the man is doing with his main chick? Now, I think the problem is, listen, I don't want to have to keep explaining this to y'all. You know, Auntie is tired of this topic, but some of you guys had questions, so let me address it. The problem comes first. Do you realize whether or not you're the side chick? How do you tell if you indeed are the side chick? So let me help you out. If you know about his other woman, and I want to say wife, okay? So if you know about his wife, and then we can say girlfriend as well, but if you know about her and she doesn't know about you, you are the side chick. She is the one that he truly, truly cares about, and cares about feelings, and cares about breaking off that relationship, because if he didn't, he would inform them on about you. So if you are the only one out of the three of you that know about the other woman, okay, so if you're the only woman out of the two of you that know about the other one and the other one don't know about you, you are the side chick. Okay? So we have to get that established. Where do you stand in this relationship? Now, I don't condone this at all, but I had a couple people ask me a question. So I said, let me just do a show on it. So hopefully y'all listening. So if you are, let me say it one more time. If you are in a relationship and you know about his other woman, and this can be vice versa for a man as well, you know about the other woman, you are the side piece. And then for this video, we're going to say side chick, okay? You're the side chick. So, okay. Now, if you're there worrying or wondering where do you fit in the relationship, or if he's always counseling with you, canceling something, y'all make plans, and he cancel the plans, baby, 9 times out of 10, you the side chick, okay? Because he's not going to want to counsel anything with the main chick, because he don't want to have to do any explaining. Okay, so listen to Auntie now. You got to pick up what we call red flags, okay? Red flags in relationships, okay? And just, you know, I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of scenarios, but first of all, identify if you're the side chick, and if you're just having trouble figuring out that you are the side chick, just ask them. Just ask them, and tell them to give you the opportunity to make a decision for yourself whether or not you want to be the side chick. Okay? It's only fair. You might be one that don't mind being the side chick. And normally, and I'm just going to tell you this, guys, back in the day when a woman didn't care about being a side chick, that's because he was her side dude. Okay? And that's what kind of situation that was going on, because you got to remember a woman pretty much puts their feelings into everything, but when we have different ways of occupying our emotions, we don't really fall hard, okay? Because we know we got this over here and this over here and a little bit over there. And so we don't really fall hard. So we can have a side dude, or we can be a side piece, as long as we have something else that we are focusing on as well. If y'all understand what I'm saying, okay? Meaning, like I always say, y'all know my motto: if you cheating, I'm cheating. We cheating. You cheating, we cheating, okay? That was my old little motto right there. And so, first identify whether or not you're a side chick. Because if you're a side chick, I just want to know, why do you feel that you have the right to get upset with what he's doing with his main chick? And you know what you get, you get the leftovers, you get whatever opportunity he has to see you. You can't even really make plans as a side chick, because for real, he can't take you out. Don't y'all going out of town and he's still risking the fact that one of her friends gonna see y'all. Come on now, this the life you want to live as a side chick? You got to play the game right then. If you're going to be a side chick, you got to play the game right. Look, I know y'all wonder, why is she talking like that? Because I'm trying to teach you that God didn't call you here to be second anyway. But since you choose to be second, because it's your choice, let me help you out. You have to play the game with the cards that are dealt to you. If you agree to be a side chick, there are certain things that you cannot do. One of those things is to go out in public with him. Okay. Another thing is to post you guys on social media. And one of the other things is to talk about it. You shouldn't even be talking about it to your friends. Your friends don't need to know that you are somebody's side chick. Don't be bragging on that. That is not a good thing. But I mean, keep it to yourself. If you feel like that's your way of having fun, have fun. But you are, and don't you forget this, you are the side chick. So don't forget that there are certain things that side chicks must do. And one is keep your mouth shut. Okay. Now, as a side chick, the only thing you can get mad about is if he's supposed to be buying you something, giving you some coins or something like that, and he doesn't do that. You can get mad about that, but you can't get mad because he has to change his agenda because the main chick wants his time. How are you getting mad about it? Come on, you chose to be a side chick, so this is what happens when you want to be a side chick. And don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me because you don't know how to play the game. I'm trying to tell you clearly how to play this side chick game. It's not a good thing, but since y'all want to do it, here we go. You have to make sure that you are strong enough to be a side chick. There is nothing worse than a side chick mad at a woman that knows nothing about you. That woman don't know who you are. You can be in the same room with that woman. You are the side chick. She has no idea that you are messing with her man. Why? Because her man felt it necessary to cherish her feelings to where he is going to make sure that she doesn't find out about you. And guess what? If she finds out about you, you will no longer have to worry about being the side chick because he is going to get rid of you. Don't think he's not. It's only, I'm going to say like this, it's 1 out of a 10 chance that that man is going to leave his wife or the woman that he really loves. 1 out of 10. They do leave though. They do leave. Trust me, I know. But the thing is, when you leave her, see, this is my mentality. If I was the side chick, hypothetically, let's say hypothetically, if I was a side chick and he decides to leave the woman that he's with, the main chick, Why would I want him? Hmm? Why would I want you an adulterer? Why would I want you? Why would I change places with your wife when I know the same way you get them, the same way you probably gonna lose them? The same headache that he caused her is the same headache that he's gonna cause me. The same lies that he done told her to be with me are the same lies he gonna tell me to be with someone else. So why would I want to trade places? That's why, hypothetically, if I was the side chick, I would tell him, don't ever think about leaving her because we will never be in a relationship. Never. And until your mentality is like that, ladies, don't try to be the side chick. Because there is nothing worse than a woman getting mad at another woman and you are the side chick. You don't have a right to get mad. That woman did nothing to you. You did everything to her. Okay? Now, if you anything like me and let me say like I was, it didn't matter to me if you was a girlfriend or not. Okay? But now I'm a little different now because I do respect the girlfriend place. I do respect the main chick place. I really do. But I'm gonna tell you this: if I find that he is somebody I'm truly interested in, it's not that I'm just gonna respect you as being the girlfriend. No, I'm trying to move up in there. I'm trying to get you out of the way. I'm trying to convince him that if you, and I'm just being point blank to you guys, and because I'm not going to be the side chick regardless, especially to a girlfriend. I'm going to be trying to convince this man that if you're not happy, you need to make a move. And until you make a move, we can just be friends. But the whole time, I'm going to be putting sees in his head that is not the person for him. The whole time that I'm trying to learn how he is and to see if he's the person for me, I'm going to be planting seeds in his head, telling him, listen, this is what I bring. This is what we can do together. But until you make a decision, and the proper decision, I'm going to need you to stay over there with all those advances because nothing is popping off here. We can talk on the phone. We can, Facebook time book or whatever, FaceTime. We can do all that, but ain't nothing popping, darling. You know what I'm saying? Now you can buy me some gifts if you like, because that's what friends do. I told y'all that. But other than that, I'm not going that way. And so you have to be strong enough to get into your head that you will not be the side chick. Because what you're going to do is being a side chick, you're going to hurt yourself. And you're going to hurt yourself real fast. And it doesn't make any sense to go through that, because there are men out here that will treat you like you should be treated. They will put you first, okay? You just have to wait. And you can't wait in the house. They can't find you in the house. The men can't find you in the house. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. But the favor cannot be inside the house. You have to get up, get dressed, look halfway decent, and get out so they can find you. What y'all really think God gonna send you somebody and you locked up in that house? It's not going to happen. You have to be in the vicinity of where they are. Okay, because when you start staying up in the house and then you go out and somebody's man approach you, you think, oh, God sent him. God ain't sent you nobody else's man. God did not send nobody to you to make you be the second wife. They didn't. He didn't. And I know in some cultures they have that, but we have to obey the laws of the land. And the laws of the land here in the US of A says that you have one spouse, right? And so God did not call you to be a second wife or a second husband or a side chick for real, okay? So just know, I'm telling you, just know if you think it's okay to be a side chick, if you think it's okay to hurt another woman by being a home wrecker, It's gonna come back to you, darling. It's gonna come back to you until you get your life together, until you get straight, until you repent. It's gonna come back to you. But I'm telling you now, listen to Auntie. Do what Auntie said. I'm telling you now, get your stuff together, meaning be able to provide for yourself. If you choose to go to school, go to school. If you choose to open up a business, open up a business. If you choose to get you a trade, get you a trade. Just live your life. Keep building your life to where you can live comfortably in your old age, right? And they will come. The person that you desire will come. Pray for exactly who you want and what you want him to have. Now be careful. Don't miss anything in this prayer. You might want to write it down, make play. You might want to do that, okay? Because you don't want to miss anything. You ask for one thing and you get it, but you get something just terrible on the other side. You want to make it plain, okay? And you want to know that you have a relationship with God to where you can ask him and receive what you want, because he wants you to have the desires of your heart. And so I want you to understand that you're not going to get the desires of your heart while you praying for one man and you out here messing with somebody's husband. You're not going to get it. What you're going to end up getting is payback. You're going to end up getting karma. What goes around going to come back around, and it's going to come back around on you. So I started this thing out because, I witnessed a side chick getting mad at the main chick, and the main chick had no idea that the side chick exists. And I'm like, where is the audacity? Where did you get the audacity to come out and get mad at her for something that you did? Because you didn't check whether, you didn't make sure that he didn't have a significant other. You jumped into something. That's why I always tell you, take your time like you pay your rent, baby. Take your time when you jump into these relationships. Ain't nothing going anywhere. I mean, don't be so thirsty. And I'm telling you, and I might sound like I'm coming down a little harsh, but don't be thirsty. Take your time, because you know what? That person that you are thirsting after may not be the person that you like. You may not be able to stand him. You may not be able to deal with his antics. You know what I'm saying? He may be aggressive. He may be a beater. You just never know. Now, what's you in a relationship now? You gotta fight your man. You get but one time to fight me, boo boo. You get one time. Ain't no forgiving. There's none of that. You get one time to fight me, because as soon as I'm up out of there, baby, I'm up out of there to stay. Oh, and don't think it's gonna be no easy fight either. It won't be easy. But what I'm telling y'all, you have to observe people. You can't just jump into relationships because you don't know what you're jumping into. And as a side chick, it's not going to be anything nice. You're going to have a whole bunch of lonely days and a whole bunch of lonely nights. You're going to be jumping around there excited because you at least got a phone call. That's not enough. And then that person is not going to want you dating someone else. And that could be the someone that God sent for you. I call these people seat holders and blockers, and they're blocking your blessings, but you have to allow them to do so. So I want you to be more cautious in dating and making sure that you're not a side chick. When you see them red flags go up, when those red flags go up, take heed to those red flags, okay? That's what I want you to do. And then I want to say this. I want to say this because y'all know I be posting a lot on social media, right? And so I posted, y'all just made a post about my bonus sons, right? And not one, but two of my friends quoted me about them bonus sons, right? I guess they thought I had got married when I said bonus sons, and I think they was kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Auntie, look, Auntie is still gonna be Auntie. I don't care how old Auntie get, Auntie gonna still be Auntie. But that just tickled me, because I'm like, I gotta be careful what I put on social media, because sometimes people don't understand. But I'm gonna tell you about them grown men. Them grown men gonna call you up and ask you about it. What? They gonna get to the bottom of this. They gonna want to know what they want to know, and they gonna wait for an answer. And they gonna be truthful when they tell you that, because I thought such and such and such, and I'm trying to make sure that's not the case. You see those things? That's why I love me some grown men. That's why I tell y'all, don't come up here, nephews. I don't want no nephews. I want your uncle. Mm-hmm. Because I like the men that like to tell how they feel, and they don't care about how you feel about what they feeling. I like that. And then they wait for your response. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got time for nobody that's gonna beat around the bush and act like they don't want something that they know they want, and I guess they want you to tell them what they want. I ain't got time for that. If I have to tell you what I want or what I think should happen, who am I following? Who's following who? Who's following who? And let me speak on this, young men, so y'all will know. Women respect men who take charge. Women respect men who take charge, not men who boss. Okay, not men who's overly aggressive, especially at the wrong time. Men who can lead. We respect that. You have to learn how to lead. And then you have to understand how to lead the woman that you're with. Because if you have an A-type woman, if her personality is strong, you can't lead her any kind of way. Okay? You have to lead her in a manner in which she thinks that she has some kind of input in the decision. That's how you lead an A-type woman. Don't say auntie ain't taught you nothing. So you can't lead a strong woman the same way that you lead a mild and meek woman. Okay? A strong woman still have to feel like she has some say-so. And a lot of times we don't have say-so. And let me, for an example, like when you say, I want you to do something for me. You have just given that strong woman a choice. 9 times out of 10, she's going to do exactly what you want her to do. But when you come at her and say, I want you to do something for me, in your nice little tone, little soft voice, you know what I'm saying? And she's going to say, well, what is it? Because you got to bring your voice down so she'll come down, okay? When you lower your voice, the person that you're talking to going to lower theirs. Come down. Don't be up here saying it. I want you to do something for me. No, you come down. I want you to do something for me. And she's going to say, what is it? I'm telling you. And you're going to be able to tell her exactly what you want to do. And then when she say, start fussing because she don't want to do it. So wait a minute. Hold up. Listen to me. You're not listening. You're not listening to me. I want you to do something for me. I want you to consider this. Blah, 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 blah. And then eventually you're going to get her to do it. And she's going to feel like she made a choice to do it. And you actually just persuaded her to do exactly what you wanted her to do. You got to know how to handle it. That's why I like them older men, because they know how to handle the situation. And guess what? Once she does what you asked her to do, she's going to have nothing but respect for you. Nothing but respect. She's going to look at you with nothing but respect. Okay? And so then that might keep you, going back to the original topic, that might keep you from having side chicks. That might keep you from having to step out or your relationship, because you learn how to communicate. It's all in a communication piece. And plus you took your time to make sure that this is somebody that you really want to be with. You took your time to make sure that you liked each other and could get along. I mean, because you got to look at, well, okay, let me take me for example. I can cook my tail off. But guess what? I don't like to cook. So what would have to happen is whoever I'm with, they would have to understand that she doesn't like to cook. But we would have to come to an agreement that at least will you cook at least twice a week. Twice a week, of course. So you get me cooking twice a week, and then I might throw in another day. Or I might throw, I'm going to get up and I'm going to cook breakfast, and I'll make sure you have dinner. I might not cook your lunch. I might just buy you something. Or I might, fix you a sandwich, a nice old sub or something like that. But you start off small and let it build up, and eventually I'll probably be cooking 4 times a week. Especially when it's like, okay, we can save some money if we don't go out so much. And then we can put this money aside for those other 3 days. It's all in negotiation. Okay? It's a negotiation piece, but you cannot be forceful with it. You cannot just say, I want you to do this and I expect. I have seen, and I'm not going to hold you long. Y'all know I don't. I've seen where the men get online and start talking about what they want the woman to do. They're looking for a woman who's going to cook, clean, wash his clothes, be at his beck and call, do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, what in the world does he think he has? What kind of relationship is this? And all she's doing is serving you. And what are you doing to be served so well? What are you doing to be served so well? I am curious. Have y'all ever seen that? I know I have. I have seen men requiring that. And if I was them, a woman, I'd give him his hat and his coat and tell him to carry on, because that is not what we're about to do here. We're not about to do that, right? And so there are certain things that you could do in a relationship to where you won't need a side piece. Now I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get ready to get off of this man's social media page. There are just some men that's gonna cheat, just like there's just some women that's gonna cheat, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, and so now it's all about, what do you do then? What do you do then? They're gonna always have a side chick. Some of them not gonna have just one side chick. They're gonna have 2, maybe 3 side chicks. There are just some men that's going to cheat. I have come across men that have told me there is nothing wrong with my marriage. My wife is the best wife that she could be. It's just me. I prefer more than one woman. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother lesson for me to you, and I won't give it to you because I'm telling you what to do. Walk away. Walk away. Because in this day and time, it's dangerous. In this day and time, you're bound to get caught up in something that is detrimental to your health. You know what I'm saying? Either way, whether it's the woman finding out or whether it's actually something that you contract, you don't want that. You understand what I'm saying? So I personally would recommend that you don't be a side chick. Be found by somebody that wants to give you the treatment that you deserve, wants to give you a life that you deserve, or not. If nothing else, just have fun with you, just you and them. You might not work out, but at least you can say that you want sharing. Come on now, know your worth. Know your worth, then you won't have to be that side chick getting mad because the main chick is getting everything, and then the man throwing it up in your face. You knew what you was getting into when we started this. All right, and just know that God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself so you can go on and love someone else. Until we shall meet again, may you be tremendously blessed, and don't be a side chick.